Ahoy there, I'm Tiny Pirate, and I'm just fiddling with my microphone. There we go, all fiddled. I'm Tiny Pirate, and welcome to a live stream. Hey there, monks. Hey there, Mind Potato. A live stream of Kerbal Space Program. Yay, woo, and all that kind of stuff. Let me just check something quickly. Gonna have to tell Nightbot to behave. It's such a trouble, that little bot. It always causes problems. So, who knows if it's going to join? I don't know anymore. It's confusing me. So here we go. We are back with our Kerbal colony experience. I have got quite a few things done, and the first of them is, wow, look at that. I've got a few probes built, and I sent them out because I wanted to gather a bit of science, because we didn't really have enough science last time, and it was taking a while to get a lot done. So here we go. Let's have a look at what's going on here. I have got... oh, what the heck is that? This probe here is going to intercept with Joule. It's like a million miles away. I have got... hello there, monks. Of course, I remember you. I have got... what else? A probe on its way to Duna, which is taking the really long way round. And I have a probe on the way to Drez, which is this one out. Where are you, Drez? I can't... you're... Duna... what am I thinking of? Moho... Drez. So you must be this probe. Yes. So as you can see, there's a few probes out there. They're going to gather science for us. They should gather quite a bit. But for now, I stored up a bunch of science because we actually visited... actually, I should go have a look. We visited Moho. So we'll go have a look at the Moho probe. Where are you, Moho probe? Come to me. Hello there, Desman, Monk, Spy Potato, whoever else is in there. Good to see you. So I was closest. Why are you weirdly twitching, Craft? What? Oh, I have no idea why that craft just exploded. That was very strange. Never mind. We gathered all the science we could, so perhaps it's for the best. It broke apart due to infinity G-forces. Okay, that sounds a bit confusing. Never mind. I'm gonna check one of these to make sure we're not gonna break apart due to infinity G-forces. Let's fly this one for a second. No more infinity G-forces, please. Oh yeah, see, this one's fine. Very good. So these are probes like we built last time, and I've sent them out roaring across the solar system to gather science. So we have got quite a bit of science. It's time to spend it. And let me just have a look here. Where is Nightbot? It is honestly that... okay. Are you actually in the chat, you useless little robot? I don't see you there. It's such a pain. It's just unreliable. You know who I am and where I am. Come, get back into the channel. So now joining the channel, we'll see. Probably won't. So let's have a look in the Research and Development Center, which I have upgraded. We are quite a way through this tech tree, reasonably, but we do have stuff we need to spend research on. We don't actually have that much at 300 a pop up here. First thing is I've been having a look here, and I'm just going to have a quick look. There's a bunch of parts for colony building and other sorts of stacking and docking. Base separator. No, I've actually been thinking about how to build the base on Minmus a bit more. I did some sketching, kind of on the bus type sketching stuff, and have got some ideas for that. This one here. Stacked decoupler, radio decouplers. Flexible corridor. I have got a flexible corridor. Okay, where does that go? I'm not sure where that goes. 6-ended tri-base coupler, bicoupler. This is kind of what I want this payload fairing. Yeah, we unfortunately do need that. 170,000. That's right. We're really broke as well. No. Orbital assembly, off-world robotics. So I can spend the science, but I can't easily get all the parts right now. Command pods and what have you. We need those, especially so that we can get to the, I don't know, heavy command module? Space command centers? What are these? I've got nothing in there. all the way up here. Can't afford 1,000 science. 550. Let's have a little look. See. Hey there. My pod is not. I don't know what it's blooming doing. Hi there, Jamie. I've got some various advanced thrusters here from the near future tech, which I'm not super worried about at present. Satellite for the docking port here is what I really want for the command module. Remote guidance, Probodyne. We'll research that. Can we just unlock that part at least? And guidance unit? I don't know, 17,000. Oh, it's getting pricey. We'll just get through our science a little bit more. Is there anything else to spend on? Advanced heat management. I got nothing in some of these trees. I don't quite know how the tech tree works where there's nothing to be put in it. That's food production. And yeah, I do actually want to go up this tree. So we will need that. And can't afford anything else. Whew, so that is okay. But what we really need to do is we need to get our cache up. So what do we got here? Surface outpost on the Mun. Harvest food in space. A satellite in a polar orbit. I'm going to have to do some of these. We do have our surface outpost on Minmus contract. That one actually has a really massive amount of stuff associated with it. So, but it does require an absolute metric ton of food. Sorry, food, not food. Fuel. That's a lot of fuel to land, actually. Really, that is. 4,000 units? That seems insane. High-resolution scans, we can do those relatively easily. High-resolution scanner Kerbal, high-resolution scanner Minmus, and a high-resolution scanner Moho. That's going to be harder. Juno, science around Juno. Juno, that's going to come when our probe gets over there. Real test, real shoot stack. I think I'll just throw that one away. Oh gosh, in-flight over Juno. Yeah, I can't afford to throw that away. So I think maybe we'll try and get a quick stack up to do the high-resolution scan. What are we going to use for that? Could we use this? How cheap are you? You're actually really expensive for what you are. You're a really massive vessel. And I'm pretty sure we don't need all of this for this thing. So let me just have a look. 4,000 Delta V is plenty. Let's just decompose this. So as soon as we don't need that. I'm just trying to strip this down to the useful parts. This stuff we just don't need because we've already done all the science up there that we could want. We will need the high resolution scanner, which is this one. Actually, no, it's not. Let me have a quick look. Been there, done that. Anomalies. Low altitude anomaly scanner. No. Let's try SCANsat. It's this one. So I'll put this over here for now while we just bin all of these. Might leave that one there. And that goes away. And I think we will need a small antenna as well. So otherwise it's got no comms on the deck. So let me have a look here. We got a bunch of solar. It doesn't need that. It's got a bunch of batteries. It also needs those. And this kind of slightly ridiculous stack here. I feel that this lot is a bit ridiculous. We do need control, but I don't think we need that much. So, hey, hopefully everyone is all right tonight. I haven't really said hello properly yet. I trust you are all doing well. That should just give me enough to clip this on. And I will do so. Get rid of that one, which is the same as this one. Haven't quite put them on in the same way. I might get rid of all of them. They seem a little over the top for our purposes. And let's check Kerbal thingy bobby in shade. We have what, 5 days of electric charge? Wow, that will change when we put this on. Let's put that on. What do you think now? Let's have a look. Including calculations. Simulating planner. 30 minutes to go around the sun. We'll make it a bit more maybe. There we go. So, not the world's prettiest probe, I will admit. Oh, Nightbot has made it in. Well done, you stupid machine. So, that is not terrible. Not a terrible device. I think I've got everything ready there. So, this will definitely... Delta V on that is... Stage, so atmosphere 4000 and out of atmosphere 2000. That should be more than enough to do a launch. And... no, these number of parachutes seem somewhat ridiculous. Are we sure we need this many, everyone? Yeah, well... Yeah, I think it's going to be alright. So, cool. Yes, I think we're ready to go. So let's just call this, Kerbal Polar Scanner. And we need to build the fairing around it. And... no, no, like this, like, come on, like this, and like this, and no. Oh, come here. What is it doing? I feel like my mouse has become insane. Yeah, can we just place that? Okay, good. Okay, phew. Right, so that is all ready to go, I think. Yeah, brilliant. So this is gonna... Oh, we might want to give it a little staging check. Set this up as well. Only need a couple of those. Yes, so we're gonna go zoom, pop the fairings, and then fire the parachutes and decouple and then fire that. Yes, that sounds perfectly acceptable to me. Let's launch. Is it not started? What? What started? I am streaming now. Am I not? I should... What? I'm very confused. Stop streaming? No? Live? I am streaming. I'm pretty sure I'm streaming. Mr. Mind Potato. Am I not? If I'm not, someone should tell me, because otherwise I'm going to feel very silly. Yes. All right. Let's just get this up. I am streaming. Good. Good to know. Thank you very much, Fully Got. So, I'll put XScience over there. So all the mods I'm running are available in the description. You can check them out there. We can probably speed this up a little bit. And start tilting. Oh, you've got it? Oh, good, Mind Potato. Good to see. Just want to slow down a little bit because I don't like getting too much aerial slowdown shock. No. Oh. Come on, you troll. Don't you do this to me. I want you to go up. No. No. Just hold it there. Just hold it there. Good. Without the other side rockets on to steer, it's not quite as stable. I don't have a big reaction wheel on here. Not yet. I need those big reaction wheels. Going up. Oh, tilt over a bit more. Now's the time to do that. Yes, this is looking alright. This is fine. A good profile, a nice sunny day for a launch. Very beautiful. I want to complete this contract so that I can get all of the cash. We need cash so we can unlock parts so I can go and build our big science base on Minmus. Oh, Moho Probe? Never mind. I thought the Moho Probe... Is the Moho Probe alright? No, I think it's the one that's on the way to Moho. Maybe a little bit more up. This isn't the cleanest launch profile, I will admit. We are getting a lot of speed, so that is good. I Am I making any mistakes? No, I don't think so. I think this is going all right. Right. I can hear the flames there. So speed up a little bit. I want to get up to at least... Wow. I don't know. Let's have a look. What? Actually, I'm not sure what contract that is for. Not that one. Position a satellite. Is it this one? Designated polar orbit. A DMagic sort. Oh, that's a different... Okay. Well, I could have done 2 contracts at once, but I haven't because I'm an idiot. So, and now I'm going to just flub this one slightly. Actually, you know what? I'm going to revert because I want to get both those contracts. Sorry, everyone. Very sorry. I will put a MechJeb on it though, because otherwise we're going to be in real trouble. So, soil. What? Oh, actually, that's not too bad. I thought that was going to be a bit extreme, but no, that's okay. So, a DMagic soil moisture sensor. There we go. So I do want to check. I did have a contract. I can do both of them at once. So let me have a look. Solar, polar orbit around Kerbal with reasonable deviation. Soil. Yeah, and we're going to do the high-res and scan all at once. Oh, gosh. Silly me. I'm going to put MechJeb on this as well, just to give me a little assistance. And what we need to do is to line up our orbit to meet the one that we need to meet. That will not take very long. Alright, so we are trying to hit... Where are we? Let's speed time up a little bit. We are... Okay, yes, I know Moho Pro. Yes. We're there. So we want to come around to about a little bit more. And there. But too far. That's fine. Okay, good. Whew. All right. Hello there, Amistry. Good to see you. I'm going to get this one up because I can speed things up then. And this is us trying to earn cash so that we can complete our objectives and start building the base that I really want. KerbalAlarmClock. Oh, no, not KerbalAlarmClock. KerbalEngineer, go away. X-Science, there shouldn't be any need for that on this. Now, can I speed this up safely? I think I can. Why not? No. Oh, no. No, disengage autopilot. Except, come around to the north, you moron. Come here, tiny pirate. You're going to have to fly this one manually. Nah, I didn't set it, did I? I am from New Zealand. Yes, I'm from Wellington. Okay, come here. T. Oh my god. No, it's wobbly rockets. No. Back here. I think we have the Delta V to play with here a little bit. I know we do on the Pro, but I want to get up enough to make it actually work. Okay. Alright, that's fine. That was silly. Ascent guidance. What we're looking at. Force roll climb. I actually can't remember where it is here. Dynamic pressure. No. I could orbital inclination. I can't remember which of the 90 degrees it is that I in theory want to be going for, so I might just leave that off for now. Since I'm already halfway up, I could cause real problems if I cause it to spin out of control. So we're at 79k here. Okay, that'll be fine. A super professional launch. I've seen worse on YouTube. The ones where everyone explodes. Coming up. And I think this is going to be, this will be fine. There's quite a lot of fuel left and we're in space and the probe itself has a lot of thrust. Alright, so let's just burn for the horizon. Give it a little bit of a push there. Okay, so, come on, right. Let us go. Max throttle. Let's just... Whoa, that was an explosive throwing off of the... Are we still... No, we seem to be okay for that. Let us extend the solar panels. Should have set up a hotkey, I suppose, but that's alright. We'll get them this way. And I want to get out a bit further now. Come up. 100, and that's fine. Oh, you're up there? All right. Now, do we actually have, not excise that one, excise this one? No. Oh, look at how it jiggles with that thrust going on. That is a bit ridiculous. Okay, 96 to 160. That's actually... I mean, I can throw it out a bit more because... Oh. That is not too extreme. And what I will do, though, is I'm going to go retrograde. I'm going to dump this... we're going to dump this body back into the sea, because then stage recovery will give me cash for it. If I actually try and fly it down, it tends to overheat, so I want to let stage recovery do it. And one more solar panel. And I think that's all the solar panels we want. And I will turn on start that. Is this gonna toggle array, collect soil moisture data? I don't know, why not? So look, we've got all kinds of science here happening. It's very exciting. I am excited, I hope you are too. Let's just dump that. Good. And disengage it. And now go this way. And okay. Yeah, no, just let me drive this way. Oh God, just get off where you're going. All right, so prograde. Let's push this orbit up. And leave that thing behind, hopefully far behind, so stage recovery will grab it for me. And that will do fine. It's a bit wobbly. I will admit that. But I think from now, if I just burn, we should be okay. Go away, ascent guidance. No science coming down, but that's alright. We'll get everything else. We do need to be hovering out. That's a really long way. We need to be hovering about 700 for the probe to do the mapping, and then we'll go out again. Do I still play Rust? I haven't played Rust in a while because I have been... where are we? I need to put this out. Because I haven't had my usual sort of range of idiots to play with. And I like to play with them because they make me better. They are better than me, most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. And I think Rust is kind of a social game, right? So, I don't know, what's it? No, nothing? Okay, go away. And you are probably telling me that you're suboptimal. So out goes this orbit. It's going to take a little while. Hopefully, we got plenty of fuel. So monopropellant engines on this from near future, so they're pretty efficient. I do still like Rust, but yeah, I was talking today with some mates of mine about it and saying we should play again, and they were like, oh yeah, I don't know, I get too obsessed. And I said, in my opinion, the way to play Rust is you just say, you know what, this weekend we're going to play Rust, and then what you do is you play Rust for that period of time. Materials study, okay. Why do I really seriously have a materials? Do I have a materials? Oh no, the graphics bug is back. It'll go away. I do actually have a materials bay on this. I don't know why I brought that. Never mind. I don't think I need to. So yeah, I said to them, well, I think the way to play is you play for a period of time, like, you know, just a day on the weekend or something, and that's what you do. You don't you don't worry about playing more than that, and then at the end of that, you just go, cool, that was fun, and you stop playing. Oh, and you don't care about your progress or what you've built or anything like that. You just do what you can do. And I think that works out. Are we going somewhere? Are we pushing that out? Yeah, I think that works out really well because you end up with everyone having a fun time. You have some fights, you build some base, and then you're not suffering through the week of where you can't get anyone online, and then eventually you get raided and life is terrible. And yeah, so that's how I like to play Rust. I just need to find other people to do it with. The last time I played, I actually was doing okay as a solo, which is a pretty miraculous thing to achieve. I think I'd even shot 1 or 2 people, maybe, built a little base, and then I was like 2 or 3 days in, and sort of one of the last people, I guess, who had not been picked off by a big clan, and I got picked off, and that's all well and good, but it does start to feel a little bit pointless if there's no one else to share that with, right? So it's a very long-winded answer. So what was destroyed? Destroyed from radial mount parachute drogue chute. Really? I don't know. Terminal velocity was too high, it decided. Oh, that is a shame. So we lost the stage anyway. Oh. I'm going to have to come up with a better design for that. Like, I wonder if air brakes count. I need to find where the air brakes are. Alright, we're almost there. I should speed this up a bit rather than me yattering about Rust. So... And... Boop, I've also realised I'm an idiot because I've gone and put this blimmin'... I've put this jolly orbit together when I haven't gone and done a like a correction to... Let me have a look, just rotate that. And reduce that. I haven't done the original scan, so I'm going to have to zoom back in to pull off the scan, which is just, I don't know, just very silly. So let's come around to there. Yeah, shush Moho Probe, leave me alone. I am relaxed about the Moho Probe. You shouldn't be telling me what to do, game. So, okay, just stop. Do this, okay. So, a little bit of thrust here. We'll just correct our orbit. And we should have the contract completion at that point. I'm getting quite familiar with all these orbital adjustments with the planar changes, I suppose you could say. So last time I actually was fiddling around, I was doing it without even building maneuvers, which was pretty fun. Felt very special just to eyeball it and take a stab. And I think that should be it. And if we hold steady, the contract should complete. Ah, jolly problem is causing me too high. Yeah, I know. So, oh, 92,000, that is good. And lots of monoprop. So we need to reverse, retrograde, and just pull this in. Pull it in from both sides. And I need to get it down to about 700 for an optimal scan, which is making me feel very silly for not doing this sooner. 800, 700. Okay, let's walk round to here. Oh yeah, okay, Moho Probe. You're going to drive me batty. Get out of here. Moho Probe, where are you? I can't read. Yeah, Probe. Just stop telling me anything, okay? So, you're malfunctioning already, I know. Oh, configure. Don't tell me about your signal issues. Okay, good. So, get around to here. How's the scan going? I think the scan should be going pretty good. What are you like at this range? I will get that graphics bug fixed as soon as we move. Okay, it is ideal. Good, so now we just got to do a little orbital adjustment. Oh, okay, you're there. Good. Bring it in to about 700-ish. Keep an eye on it, Tiny Pirate. Get your fingers on the right keys at the speed. So that's going down a bit more. A bit more. Okay, that'll probably do. So now it's just a matter of orbiting. And so we've done that contract. And the high resolution scan of Kerbal. Just speed time up till we're dizzy. Oh, coronal mass ejection hit Moho system. Ah, that's fine. Not so worried about that. 72. Slow down. 85. Hooray, another contract complete. 100,000. Perfect. Okay. So, let us go back to the Space Center. Leave that bad boy up there. So get rid of those alarms. I wish it wouldn't auto-generate alarms for you. It's a little bit annoying. We are still many, many days away from any major encounters for more science. I could run those out. Or I think I could launch another polar scanner and do, let me have a look. Do I have more science in here? That's the question. And what about Aerodynamics, no. Utility, I do have... where are you? Utility? That doesn't seem like all the parachutes I could want. No. Payload, aerodynamic nose cone, no. Parachutes, oh, they've been moved to their own tab. So, I could put some real chutes on this. It starts to seem a little ridiculous if I have to have so many chutes, but I'll go for 4. Is that should be enough? Oh, really? This thing is going to look weird when it comes down. Stage recovery. Recalculate. Really? Stage 6 meters a second? I think that'll be alright. So, let me have a look. Don't want those all there. I want them up here with this one. Get out of the way. Hello, Ryan. I can't say your name. I can't say it. It's impossible. So let's have a look again. We've got a little bit of science with us. Is there any other fresh science to take to Minmus? I think there probably is. There's probably a bunch of little bits and bobs that I haven't... What? Where is that? What? I have a feeling it disappeared somewhere inside the stack. So I do want to put it on the outside. Crazy like that. So let's make sure we have, I don't know, all the possible science we could take with us. We've done all of those. I don't know if we've done this one. The gravioli detector. We've done radiation. I don't know if we've done... seismic is on the ground, isn't it? Oh, no, we can put it there. We'll take that out to Minmus with us as well. Goo, don't need that one. Don't need the impact hammer. Got the scanner there. Don't need a surface scanning module. Don't need a surface analyzer. I have a feeling those are all already on there in some fashion. So, it's probably enough to go to Minmus, I suspect. And we'll get, once we've done that, we'll get our Minmus polar scanner. Yet another polar scanner. What is up? What is up is we are going to build a base on Minmus. We're finally getting around to it. We're just a little bit broke, so I just need to complete a couple of contracts. The first is a high resolution scan of Minmus, blah, blah, blah. Do that. That's a bunch of money. And these Juno ones and Moho ones might come later on as we get a few things done. I've got to build a surface base. Science data from the surface of Minmus. I will take it. A long-term orbital reconnaissance survey. That looks annoying. No. Polar. We've got a... What? Unmanned probe can generate power. Reasonable deviation. We can actually do that. That's really easy, and that will give us quite a bit of money. Maybe we'll do that instead. Yeah, we've already got a high-resolution scanner. Juno. No, so we already do have our probe up there that should be able to hop. So let us... What is... Something wants to do a complete rotation to that. Maybe this one will fly it and we can do that. I hope everyone is having an exciting evening out there. Right, so you're quite happy chappy there, aren't you? But we need to rotate your orbit. Right, where's my... What? Oh, we need to go out. Oh, okay, that's a pain. So, we can... Yet another prograde. Yet another burn. Hopefully we have enough monoprop to pull this one off. It's going to be a bit hard to say. What is that? That is 2,500. And... I'm going to warp around to this. Do we have enough fuel? Might be a bit tight. Especially with that plane change. We'll give it a go. It's already kind of a useless satellite at this rate. So... Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And it is 2,800, 2,500. Oh, it's going to run out of fuel. All these changes. I shouldn't have done the first one. I should have scanned it and then moved out. And then I would have been really easy to change. Ah, never mind. Do I have any other probes kicking around? Not right now. So get it out to about there. What are we looking at? Delta V 590 might be able to do it. Okay, so which way are we going? The right way round for this orbit? We are. That's good news, at least. There's nothing worse than when you figure it out and you actually discover that you are 180 degrees of going around the wrong way. So would that work? I think it would. What sort of delta V are we looking at for that? Not too much. Way too much. We can sort of save a little bit there. It's not going to... That is a total pain. It's not going to be enough because this will need to come out. 600. Okay, so... Hey, wake up, you. Wake up. What are you doing? What? Do we seriously... Have we seriously lost... Oh, we've got some kind... we got loss of control issues. Speed up issues, actually. Come... What? No, just stability mode, please. Alright. So, whoa... I'm not actually sure it's worth the burn. We definitely can't... That we definitely won't pull it off, so we'll forget it. I think we'll go back to the Space Center. That is very annoying. We'll do the minimus scan. That's much easier. Alright, is it... What do we got? Nighttime? Warp to morning. So we'll get the minimus scan up, and then we'll have enough cache to minimus polar scanner. And then we'll have enough cache to set up the bits we need to go up to minimus and connect to our existing base. The existing base up there is actually a little bit broken. So we're going to have to send an engineer with this whole system to fix this. And then hopefully they'll be able to live there. If they can't live there, I will be a little bit depressed. Yeah, I think I'm just going to let current waiting negative. What? What do you? Oh, right. All the chutes are obviously decided not to go to their correct places. So, well, that's okay. The chutes. There's not going to be any negative vertical velocity until the vessel comes back down. At which point, stage recovery will pick it up. Speed up. Can we trust this to do it properly? I think we can. MechJib's pretty reliable, and I have flown this unit numerous times, so I don't feel too bad about cheating. I usually like to fly a stage for... I usually like to fly a stage myself at least once before I turn on MechJib. That feels appropriate and not too cheaty. But after flying, I probably put up like 40 rockets now. I do feel it's okay to occasionally, you know, allow myself the luxury of speeding up time. And we should turn off Kerbal Engineer. I don't know what you're doing there. Get out of here. Oh, this tiny little burps. It's quite cute how it does that. Yes, we know you're up. And you are going to be fine. What I do, I'm going to remember now to turn off the signal. Yeah, turn off the signal alerts. I hate getting those. They're very annoying. So, actually, do we have the antenna to reach out? I hope we do. I'm going to be embarrassed if we don't. Are you going to coast us forward? Coasting to circularization burn. Good. In 1 minute. Excellent. And then you're going to burn for us. Let's check the map while you're doing that, game. Are you going to do that properly while we're in the map? I think you... Actually, maybe you're not. Yeah, I'll let you do it there. I'm a bit worried about this concertina effect. I suspect it's just the stack is a little weak. I should probably throw some stronger struts in or have a bigger connector. I'll worry about that later for the next rocket. And you've done it, you very clever robot, you. Well done. Perfect. And rocket is up. And now we can go to Minmus. Do we have... Yes, it's deployed all the solar panels for us as well. Thank you, MechJib. So, Minmus is the target. I seem to spend a lot of time going to Minmus. So there's the ascending node. Well, that actually almost might be about right, maybe? Pretty close to it, I suspect. Ooh, come back. Come back. Oh, we'll do it this way over here. Down, 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 down. There was an encounter. Not really. What? What? No, we need to put the time around a little bit, don't we? Around a bit more. And we'll give it a little bit more. Why not? Why do you hate us, Encounter Planner? So, what, you're going to be all the way over there? Really? Oh, there we go. So, let's have a look at what that looks like. Oh, it's actually sort of in the right place, but what I want to do is... Oh, let's try it by tens. Is that getting any closer? Sometimes you make little adjustments here. This is a maneuver node planner, and you do get quite a... Yeah, that's looking all right. That one isn't so much because that would put us through the planetoid. Bend it back under 160k. That would be fine. It's a little pricey as far as maneuver goes, but it's not too bad. So, what does it say it's going to be? A 15-second burn? Really? Wow. This goes to show you. So, warp to... Let me have a look. Warp to maneuver node. Cool, this one should be easy. And we'll get that nicely completed contract. And come to think of it, that return stage that we've added all the parachutes to isn't going to matter anyway. We're going to have to throw that away. Okay, you ready? Are you ready for fun, vehicle? You haven't got that... Well, you haven't got that much fuel left. Should be okay, though. How is everyone tonight? I hope you're all having a good time. Where are we at? 3 minutes? I can handle doing a bit more than that. Okay, so turn to the target. Okay, stability, assist on. Get this big boy around. It's pretty heavy with that big tank on the back. So it is slightly off center as a burn, so we've got to be a little bit careful to get that nice and neat, or we won't have the clean approach that I'm looking for. But I think we'll be okay if I can line this jolly thing up. Come on. That is wobbly with these controls on it. Okay. Yeah, a little bit more. Now we've got the thrust from the engine helping with the steerage. We're probably going to have to drop this stage and then fire the next stage, but that should be okay. Most of the work will be done. Oh, let's slow down. Oh, great. We'll throw that away. There we go. 30, whatever, 20. And almost complete. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bop. Okay, so that should be good. We better turn on our antenna, not turn it to relay mode. And let's have a look. Ah, yes, the maneuver. Well, that ended up really good. Yeah, that was fine. Actually, I want to warp to about here. And get nice and close. Oh, no, just never mind that. The gravity scan will wait for maybe an opportunity at Minmus. No, yes, shush. Or if we just scan, we won't have that problem anymore, I suppose. And yeah, remove module inoperable. That's fine. So let's warp to here. No more signs. Oh, gravity scan. Yes. Gravity scan. Yes. Are we going to get anything else nagging us? Okay, so let us retrograde. Phew. And keep an eye on this. Alright, it's looking alright. We've got heaps of fuel. Should be good. This should be a very nice, successful contract for us. It's going to earn us... science data from surface we'll do later. High resolution scan of minimus. Yep, that should be good. Are we bending this line at all? Oh, we are. Very slowly. It's happening. Okay. Oh, we're providing the relay as well for this, or we're connected to it at least, which is cute. Infinity is the apoapsis. It could send us out there forever. Or possibly because we're moving the apoapsis like this. Not sure. Oh, not this flashing thing. I hope no one out there has any issues with flashing stuff. Sorry if you do. Okay, we'll send the science. So I'm using the Kerbalism mod. If you don't know what that is, it's quite a cool mod to handle things like giving you science, how you transmit science, and it also lets you mess around with radiation and life support and all this kind of stuff. Okay, a bit closer. Alright, we'll come around to here. Yes, gravity scan, yes. Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. And then we're going to need to burn prograde. Just to push this out so we can do the scan that we want. You got it, game? You got it? Got it? Come on. Come on. Alright. Right, brilliant. So that should now... What I do want to do is... so we're on a bit of a weird incline. So I should add a maneuver there. And just rotate it that way. And that's nearly... yeah, that's about right. So we'll warp to there. And we'll actually start the... Oh gosh, sorry everyone if you're suffering from flashing. I don't know why it's doing that these days. It is very annoying. But we'll warp through to here. And we'll get the correction. Gravity scan, thank you. Yes, more science. Get the correction going. Ah, yes, yes, I know. Yes, there's lots of science to be had, probe. We need to complete our contracts, though. Hello there, monks. So we're just going to complete this science contract, and we should have the cash to do a bunch of probe part buying. Or a bunch of part buying, anyway. So I think now's probably just fine. We shall just rotate this orbit. And that will do. That looks fine. And, oh, sorry. Flash, flash. Suboptimal. Why are you lying? I think it's still fine. Is it too far out? It could be to do with the size of... What are you complaining about? Let's turn off SAS. I don't know why you're still complaining. That's fine. So where are we for... Yeah, I know. You're losing connection. That's fine. Let's... Oh, gravity scan. We'll take it and send it. So what are we at? 33%? 47. Go around a few more times. Greater flats, fine. And I want to see this completed. Next time we hit 0. 78, a bit more. 70, 81. And go round a few more times. There we go. So, gravity scan. Really? 81% still? Come on. We do have a full scan. Yeah, we've got a perfect polar scan, so that should be fine. Really? Do I? Oh, hello there, subscriber. Good to have you. If it's one of you, that's great. The game, sorry, the bloomin' beepy thing will beep at me regardless of whether or not you're subscribed from this view or not. Why are you not giving me the right thing? I know what we could do. So what we will do is we'll just translate our orbit a little bit to one side. And then when we go around again, we might pick up any patches that are left over. So if I look at SCANsat, that's our high resolution scan of, this is Minmus. Wow, look at that. It's beautiful. It looks really done to me. Altimetry. Yeah, that does look really complete. So I'm not sure why the contract won't complete. I'll just turn off the, where is it? There's a day-night cycle on here somewhere. Oh, does it have a bit of trouble over the poles? Are we seeing some weird issue over the pole? Could be that. I just want to watch this line go over. Is it losing signal over the poles? Do you crash into the sun? Beep beep. That is a pain. I have got pretty good at not crashing into the sun. But apparently not at getting a high resolution scan of bloomin' Minmus, which is doing my head in a little bit. What if we just tilted a little bit to, see, it's a bit angled. If we went, no, a bit back this way, like maybe another 2 points. Yeah, we'll do that. That might just get us, that looks more perfectly overhead, maybe slightly. So, no, don't worry me about these coronal mass ejections. I'm not worried about those. Yes. All right, space, fine. We'll take your data from you. Okay, get down here. All right, so let us, okay, we'll do this target. Where are we? I don't want to do 2.5. I want to do just a little bit under. I think that might get us to go over the poles. I think we're just not going correctly over the poles. I'm thinking maybe 2, so we get down to about half. Okay, so that's pretty tight if you ask me. So what else would it want? Could it, that flashing. Oh, mods, you bloomin' too high. All right, well, let's drop you a little bit. Pull you in. 650, there we go. So let's see what that does now. So polar, no, yep. Let's warp through to here. Oh, completed. I think that was it. Yes, we did it. Wow, 200,000. Good, we can just ignore that vehicle for all of time now. Back to the Space Center. See what science we got, if any. Definitely got some. But we did get a bunch of cash, which is the most important. So 497,373 science is okay. And close those. So science, I was pretty keen on the stuff down here, but 500 for the habitat, that's expensive. For the shipping stuff in boxes part, this is actually very helpful. Yeah, so we're going to need that. There were some other parts in here, weren't there, that I was going to probably need. Planetary adapter. Oh, why can't... Oh, we bought all of those already. Well, there's some in here. Well, I think we'll go building and have a look. Let's have a look. So, oh, out again. We need to send a big vehicle, a big vehicle up to Minmus, and it's going to take quite a lot of our capacity to pull off, just in terms of our skills and my building skills. So you're all kind of doomed. I'm just going to have a look at the 510. I'm just trying to have a look at the better one of these 1.8. This one, I want to see which one has the better. I can't tell which one has the better SAS, but I think we'll go with this one. Where are you? See you later, my potato. So we've got this part. So I actually need to get my piece of paper now. You can't see it. If you go back a few days on my Twitter account, you will see it, because I need to fill in, I need to build to this diagram, and this diagram is going to be a bit of a pain. So we need the CPU core. I need an antenna on the top. Like, it doesn't, oh wow, that's ridiculous. We don't need that. It seems a bit crazy as well. That core is tiny is the problem. Yeah, throw that away. It's the hex is the bigger one, I think. Underneath that, we need a lander can. That's where our Kerbal's going to come in. And this can, I'm going to give it a little bit of shielding. This is a Kerbalism. Sorry, this is a Kerbalism feature. And we'll need some antennas on top. I might give it a little bit of electricity on the top as well. Like that. And usually these sorts of things do appreciate at least a few batteries. Alright. Okay, so that's looking okay. I don't want to overcook the battery or the part count. Or, well, the part count in general. That could cause us real issues. So we actually probably don't need much more than one antenna and one Communitron. Oh, maybe I'll try and just make sure that's balanced enough. Put that around there. Good. So that's the top part. Let's have a look. I said that I need a heat shield on this thing. I suppose I do. And the reason for that is that this may all have to come back from orbit, which I would prefer if it didn't. Actually, I'm going to have to put this here, and then I'm going to have to take these off. I would prefer if it didn't come back from orbit, but if it has to, then it will, because of the nature of this operation. So that looks really weird. I think we'll just put that there. Yeah, that also looks kind of strange, but what can you do? It's going to need some command authority. So this part, what my plan is that this part will be the, it's basically going to be like a lander. Oh, we can't really put solar panels there. It's going to be a kind of a sky crane for the base. So it will, what will it be doing? It'll be hauling bits of our spaceship, bits of our base around. It also is going to double as a kind of a re-entry vehicle, if you will. I really hope it doesn't come to that, because I think it will be terrible. I think it will be really terrible as a re-entry vessel. But if we have to, it will do the job, I suspect. Stack parachute. No, maybe yes, actually. That looks really dumb. That looks really dumb. What would that fly like? That would fly okay. The heat shield wouldn't. That's fine. And I might even... Do I have any little base fins? I do. No, I don't want them like that. I want just two of them. So those are my emergency coming down from sort of orbit shuttlecock. Actually, we could probably go with 4. If I have to come back from orbit, like if we absolutely have to come back, then we'll come back like this, and then we will dump all the rest of this in the water. So we will need some electrical on this, and I want the long ones, and they will go just 2 of them. And so we are going to put an engineer in here, and they're going to go up with some supplies to keep everything happy and ticking and fix up and, yeah, get the base running, I hope. From there, a slim... No, not that slim. What is that one? I'm going to buy that and buy that, whichever one. That's ridiculous. That's also massive, way too massive. That one's tiny. Docking port, no. Alright, well, just the straight Rockomax. So that's going to be that part. We will need some... I'm having a look. Got our lander can, batteries, RCS fuel is what we need. And it needs to be quite a bit. So it's going to be that. And underneath that, we need a docking port. So, where are you? Utility. Where are you? Parts? Structural? No, coupling. Alright, Clampertron docking port. No, not two, just one of them, thank you. Alright, that is almost right. The last part we need are our engines, so I sort of want to put them out on the end of struts, but I might avoid that for now and just go with my, where are we, monopropellant puff engines. So I do need some of these. Where's the entrance there? So we're going to put 3 on of these. And these will provide just kind of an engine action using the monopropellant. But what I also really need is just the straight RCS thrusters, which are these. And we will put 4 of these on, like that. So we can, where's the center of mass? They're not too far off the center of mass, so that should be okay. Alright, so that is the body of our what is it going to be? That's going to be the thing which takes stuff down to the surface. What we now need is the rest of the vessel, and that's going to be pretty big. It is, let me have a little think. Do I need anything else? Checking, got engines, I've got the return bit if we need it. I've got monoprop. I might take up some more monopropellant. I always run out. So, more monopropellant. That looks weird. What have I done? You guys go there. Oh, I've 3. That's why. Okay, groups of 3, please. And groups of 3. Alright, that looks okay-ish. I won't forget solar panels, they are there. Hi there, Skilly, how are you going? So, the next part really is going to be the decoupler. And I need to look very carefully pretty soon at the parts I need for... Which one is it I'm going to use? Stack? This big stack decoupler? That's a bit silly. Stack separator... Decoupler, stack decoupler, Clampertron. So, yeah, I could just do this. Now, the structural part I need, I didn't see them, you put them on the sides. Yeah, I did get them in this time, so we should be alright. Hello there, Michael Adams. Good to see you again, man. My old Second Life collaborator. What I want are these... Not these triple stack. Where are they? So this should all be under the Kerbalism. No, not Kerbalism. Although that might be helpful. Not these pressurized tanks. No, it'll be under... Let me have a look. Planetary. Ah, here we go. Look at all of this Planetary basis stuff. So, what's one of these cost? 12,000. That's fine. And where are we? 7,000. What's the difference in size? That bicoupler tri-coupler. What do I have for my biggest fuel tanks right now? See, I don't have any 5-meter tanks. That's not, I don't know, that's not too extreme. I'm just going to stick that there for a second. Ah, come here. Just ignore that for a second. That's not, I actually only need 2. For this launch, I think I only need to take up 2 parts at a time, in which case that'll be fine. So what I actually really want is, I'm going to get this quite carefully correct, or we will have a really miserable time. So that's that. What I will require is a structural beam. I do have structural beams. Good. So this beam is going to go down the center here. It's going to be quite long. Alright, so this is going to be the bits that we take up, I hope. So I need to look at them now. I'm looking very carefully at my design. I've got a piece of paper and I'm pondering it. So the base components, the ones I want to take up are probably... Did I even list this properly? I could have done so much more wonderful sketching on my piece of paper. I haven't labeled it very well. So I know, actually that's what I want. So the first thing I want is the kind of the planetary connector piece. A planetary command module, that would be good to have. And that cupola would be good to have. So a flexible corridor, I don't even know what I can do with that, but we'll fiddle with that later. So this modular corridor is what I'm looking for. 4-ended corridor. I suspect that'll be right. It's not quite the right look that I'm going for, but it will do the trick. So I'm thinking what I've got up on the Minimus base. It is a bit funky and weird, so I suspect, are they Clampetrons or Clampetron Docking Port Juniors? Okay, I'm going to have to save this. Minimus base delivery. So we'll just save this and we'll go have a look at the Minimus base to make sure we get this exactly right. And you'll get to see how broken it is, because it's been up there for, I think, years now, because I fast forwarded a lot of time to get these probes out. And the result is that this base is a little bit troubled. Let's have a squiz. Parts have been failing all over it. As you can see, it really is failing. That's broken. Our solar panel's broken. What is in here? Reaction wheel malfunction. The whatever that is malfunctioned, and down here the treadmill, which apparently is in there, has malfunctioned. But other than that, it's great. But what I do need to be conscious of is I've got. What is this part? I need to take one of these up. Oh, actually, I reckon that corridor that we've got will be fine. Where do you install the pub? Well, I can get the little cupola, Stu. I can put that in, but I can't put anything else in. So, yes, I have to be a bit careful. Actually, what I am going to do to be extremely careful is shut down all the engines before I accidentally press shift and send this up into the night, which would very quickly in my plans. So, okay, that's the big docking port. That's fine. We can do this. So we need, the first part that we need is a hub of some kind, which will allow us to build off our docking port and all of that kind of stuff. So Minimus base alpha base delivery. There we go. Oh, there we are. It is up there. Okay, so we are cracking on here. We have got connector, Clampetron. No, just snap in. If you do it from the side, you get it to snap in. And if you don't do it from the side, it won't want to snap in. And then we're going to take this over. And then we're going to put in the Kerbalism part, which I want probably... So we have to remember which way is up and down. That will work for me. Can you name the rockets? I certainly can. Stew's party boat. There we go. Stew. Named after you. So we got the first part down, and then I want the connected living spaces. So planetary command module. So what does it do? It sits on the ground. And I have an, actually, that's the one I want. This one here. That's the exact opposite of the one that we already have up there. So that is, it's actually a good one to put on the side too. No, whoops. So that's the exact opposite to the one that's already up there. So it should make docking them together pretty easy. Likewise, if I get this right, like I need to put them like that. Oh, you idiots. So they're on the wrong symmetry mode, aren't they? No, not the aerodynamic overlay. So I'll just have to do this one manually because I can't remember the button to turn them into the other symmetry. You. Okay, take a clone. Alright, so each of those parts should dock up quite nicely with the base when it drops. Streaming at 6 AM. It's not 6 AM here, it is 10:11 PM. You just need to get with the program when it comes to what is the correct time or not. Actually, I'm a little bit worried. This beam is clipping through in a really nasty way. That is... that's actually a little bit... Actually, and this we're going to have to rotate like that. That is a little bit weird. Will this fly without exploding? I don't know. Kerbal doesn't like things clipping through each other. But... I don't know. This is what I've got. So we're just going to have to go with it. If it explodes, we will have learned a lesson. So then, I don't want the garage adapter. What I want to do is to get into some of these habitat parts. Airlock midsection. I don't need that. KKK airlock. End of a base. No. Corridor airlock. No, I'm looking for base components that will provide us living space. And small fuel tank. Large fuel tank. Where is that in the science tree? This is going to bug me. You never got around to figuring out Kerbal Space Program. That's madness. Nathan, thanks for your comment. So where in the science tree do I need to find the... Okay, just stop, game. Where are those nice base components that I really need? Like the flat colony-shaped ones, to put it very simply. No. It's confusing me now. Where are my bits? Where are my proverbial elements that I want? Wheels? No, don't care about. No. A whole 160. That's not possible. Oh, real stack shoot. That's the one that it wants us to test on Juna, which is we're not doing. Legs. Come on. Somewhere in here. If I find them all up in this part, I'm going to be pretty bitter about it. The habitat is actually probably what I really want. And there is the other habitats, the greenhouse, the crossway, planetary hub, inline water drill, and advanced logistics. Okay. You know what? What I'm going to do is we're gonna speed up till we get to the Dres probe, because without that probe, we won't have the science, and I really do need to unlock those parts, otherwise I think it's going to all go a little bit wonky. Oh yeah, another malfunction on minima space, that's fine. It can just sit there till an engineer goes up. Dual Explorer. Oh, I really don't want to lose Dual Explorer altogether. I'm hoping we get it back. Oh yeah, Moonlander, Antenna Moho probe. That's fine. What the fuck is going on? Hello, Tuto. I'm just speeding up time so I can get to... Sorry, it is a bit flashy. So I can get to the point at which this probe here will... Actually, we might as well go find it. Dres probe, where are you? You're currently... You should be hopefully within communications range. And yes, look, you are mere mere days away from being lined up and ready to take on science on Dres. So we're just trying to get things sped up so I can get to Dres, gather some science, use that science to unlock those new core colony parts. And oh, here we go. Look at this beautiful bad boy. This is a massive, massive lander. Well, not lander. It's a massive probe I've got. It's way out. Look how far away the sun is. It's tiny over there. So what we want to do is it's going to have an encounter with this planet, the little planetoid of Dres. So we want to warp all the way here, which is when it first encounters Dres. It actually had this really weird, crazy orbit. Look at that. We've actually, this orbit's actually been fairly normal, but you can get some really weird orbits if you use the orbital planner. I don't know if any of you have ever used that. It's a fantastic mod. So we just want to go forward a little bit. Okay, close alarm. Okay, so look at all this science. So now what's happening is we are going relatively slowly, and the planet's catching up with us, and then we're going to come... Where are you? Where are you, planet? Oh, down here somewhere. We'll see it eventually. It is very small. There it is. So we've got a bunch of science to do, so let's click our little science gathering buttons. And radio plasma wave. That name, XT? What? Which what? XT? I'm not sure. So plasma wave scans, orbital telescope scans, and multispectral analysis scans. And I need to tell the probe core to start sending it back. If you're interested, look, I can open up my little bay in here. I've got, I know, spare tanks in case I run out of power for some reason. I can do a fuel cell, and I'm just going to send all the science data back home. Temperature scan, it is cold. A pressure scan, we're in a vacuum. Congratulations. A radiation scan. Oh, okay, whatever. Some random message. This is an unmanned probe because otherwise no one would last out that long, out that far. Not with the technology we've got right now. Hello, 8-bit animator. Good to see you again. Close up the service bay, and now what I need to do is just warp to that point. So science data is being sent. Where are you, Moho? Not Moho, Dres. Where are you? Oh, there you are. What a tiny little planet you are. You're adorable. And we're reaching. Good. So we are now directly underneath it, which means we need to burn retrograde. And I'm hoping we have enough power to do this, to slow down and not whip past it, to be captured by its gravity. One of the great things about playing Kerbal is you get a really good feel for how orbital science works and how orbital mechanics works. It spoils some movies, I'll be perfectly honest, but it does give you a rewarding life experience or something. I don't know, some kind of rubbish. So science is traveling. Good. And right, we're slowing down and falling into orbit. Oh, you got Factorio. Factorio is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Are we doing this? Is it going? We're actually moving pretty quickly. That's okay. We'll speed things up a little bit. Yep, that's fine. So let's have a look. If I pull the nav ball up. Come on, I don't want to spin past Dres too fast. I have played Armour, but not for a while. I used to play in quite a good Australian squad that would do kind of squad versus the AI, and those were really fun missions. So it was sort of milsim crowd, but they were pretty relaxed. It was good. Lots of former military in it. Lots of time to practice my reserve army training for what it was. Slow down. Subnautica is amazing. I have actually played it on the channel. It's one of the first games I live streamed a little bit. And yeah, that would be another game. Probably one of the best survival games that exists out there. And yeah, they keep adding to it as well. I actually kind of wish they'd move on to another game. I want them to take all their skills and develop something cool and brand new, because I like playing new games on the channel. And actually, if I'd been a bit more organized, I probably would have been ready to play the Subnautica updates. But I haven't been terribly organized, which is just my bad, really. How fast are we going? When are we... Oh, it's going to be... It's going to be a little close. I think we have enough delta V, so I'm pretty sure we have enough energy to get into orbit. Let's have a look. The vessel has 1,000 delta V left, so that's how much, if you don't know what that is, that's how much thrust it can put out. So it can slow its orbital speed down by 1,000. And as you can see, it says we're doing 700, so eventually this line will collapse around it and we will be in orbit. As it stands, it thinks we're going to escape from Dre's influence in 2 days. Meanwhile, yeah, the orbit's here, it's moving around, that's fine. Blitz loved... Well, Blitz grew his channel to sort of 20,000 subs pretty much, just playing RimWorld. I don't know, if he hates it, if he says he hates it, it's so people stop asking him to play it. I think he does like it. He just has had enough. Alright. So... Look, we've got our orbit, and we have some fuel left, and I want to... Where are we going? A bit more... But collapse it down a little bit more. I'm not sure what counts as low or high. It is a polar orbit, which means it's going right over the poles, which is brilliant. So that's lots of opportunities for science, and that's what we're all about here. And... Cool. Engine's cooling down. I can deploy... deploy scanner. Analyze resources. No, don't do that yet. Start resource scan. What else have we got to deploy on this thing? Oh, this. Start multispectral scan. Is that going to work? Are we gonna... Oh, world milestones. Yay, that's a bunch of money. We've done a flyby of Dres. Brilliant, and we've sent scientific data from Dres. So I'm actually looking... What am I looking for here for, Tiny Pirate? Electricity. That is actually a little bit worrying. It's actually dropping electricity pretty quick. So what I will do is retract that scanner, which... Did we bring enough solar panels? I hope so. Okay, so we can probably... I think we can safely leave it. Oh, maybe not. We'll fly it around. Actually, I might just put that away. It's not that important compared to the science gathering. Really? Are you really telling me that there's no power? I hope not. Okay, we point it that way. We're going to get more power. I think all the sending of... we're about to run out of power. So let me just open this bay. All that science is causing us issues. And turn on the fuel cell. Do we have enough fuel? Yep, the fuel cell's doing it. Good. Don't want to run out of power. I just want to send science data. I want to get in nice and close. Come on. Why does it keep stopping this for me? Oh, because the batteries are almost empty? Oh, we just burned through all the hydrogen, so we can't make any more orbital maneuvers. I'm a bit of an idiot. That's okay. That's it. It will survive. It's just when it runs out of battery, it'll just go out of link for a while. I wonder if we could just... no, we actually need that out there. Actually, no, let's... Do we still have a connection? We do. Let's pull that in. I don't know if it's that magnetometer and the radio wave scanner or plasma wave scanner are causing problems, but we'll pull them in anyway. Electrical charge. Oh, so bad. All the data is getting received anyway. That's okay. Alright, I think we're probably pretty good. We're probably pretty ready to go and spend all that science, of which we have 450. Oh, it's not very much. Not as much as I had hoped, and we are out of fuel. Oh no, what am I saying? We've spent the hydrogen, we actually have fuel left. So what I can do is come here. I'm getting confused with my hydrogens and my oxygens. These are what I brought up to burn for the fuel cell, and they've all gone, which is a bit of a shame. So, retrograde. There is still a little bit of electrical charge. Wow, the electrical charge is all the way up. Oh, good on us. Oh, there's no data to send. That's why. That data sending is costing us big. Let's crunch this orbit down, get nice and close. Here we go. It's going to be... I don't know how close you need to be for a close orbit. It's not going to tell me either, I don't think. Stanley Parable. I've played Stanley Parable myself ages ago, but it is great. I mean, I definitely think it's fantastic. Let's see if we come around now. Is it going to give us any... No low science? No, we have to get a bit lower? Alright, fair enough. We can get lower. We can get very low. And further in. Where is our next encounter? 24 days away with Juna? That's kind of cool. Alright. Let's have a look now. Are you going to give us any wonderful science up close, data? Coming around. I'm not seeing any science alerts. It's very annoying. High. We're at 40k and it says we're high. I think we're going to end up low once we finish this 26k. No, high. It says high still. Oh, and we can't do anything over... Still high. No, okay, speed up. No, that is annoying. Alright, let's get back out to here. Still? No? Alright, well, high over the lowlands. We're actually, and we've lost our connection back to the home because somewhere out there, there's Kerbal, and we are stuck behind the rock, so we don't have signal. As soon as we come around the bottom, I think we'll be okay. We're high at 26 kilometers. That's going to be a bit of a pain. It's still high. Alright, fine. So let's zip around to here. Okay, let's actually stop. Oh, we don't have a connection anyway, so come round. Oh no. Stop. Retrograde. Pull the orbit in. Let's have a look. 20, 19... 15 kilometers has to be low. Where was that alarm? I want to have a little look. So, get rid of all of those alarms. So, Junior probe in 24 days. That might provide the kick we need. Okay, so why... We can't warp any faster than that? That is so slow. It's going to drive me slightly crazy. Come on. No science? Nothing? Still high? This feels like a job for another day, otherwise we're just going to be sitting here staring at this thing. So it's time to go, I think, chase the Juno probe, which we shall do from... Actually, we can probably see it. Juno probe. Focus view. As you can see, this one is a really cool orbit. It actually went out past Juno and then fell back in. And believe it or not, that was cheaper than the standard kind of orbit you usually do when you're transferring to another planet. That's the joy of the orbital planetary maneuver thingamy, what's it? So, let me have a little look here. The device is 24 days away, but I think we'll just warp to the sphere thing. Dress probe. Oh god, okay, let's turn off the dress probe. Configuration. What, you're not gonna let me configure it when I can't see it? Oh, you trolls, that is a terribly annoying thing to do. Okay, so here we go. Dress probe, don't warn me about signal. And you can forget about warning me about battery and malfunctions as well. So, go away. Warp to that. This is going to get a whole bunch of lovely science for us. You forget about the dress probe for a second. No, I don't want to know about the dress probe anymore. I want to warp here. No, just show links. Signal. Oh, signal. There we go. Alright, go away. So, warp to encounter with Juna. Hooray, we're coming in close. And let's speed it up a little bit. Get through this transition. Oh, come on, game. Give it to me. Oh no, it's this blimmin' alarm clock. Okay, stop. Okay, so. Yep, stop. Okay. Now let me get through this transition. That's fine. Alright, so what does it say our PE is going to be? Let me check. That's right. It's pretty close, but that's okay. So, coming in. Oh, do we have any science to do? Not just yet, because we don't have. We did a flyby and the probe got lost, zoomed off into space in one of the last videos we did. So we're just going to warp right in under the planet here. 180 Ks, and then we're going to do a burn. No, what am I saying? Retrograde. That's fine. Retrograde. Full tilt. Let's slow down. So let's have a little look while we're here, since we should get to enjoy this planetoid. Look at it. It is big and beautiful compared to Dres. And the Spectra mod. Now it does make it look quite pretty. So that's fantastic. I'm pleased with that. So we'll need to speed this up a little bit. And collapse our orbit down. And are you doing it? Getting there. Why is it apoapsis height minus 1,000 kilometers? I don't understand that. It must be something weird that it's on some weird course. I don't know. I don't understand or know. Come on. Where are you? Focus view. Oh, this takes a while. Do we have enough delta V? I think we do. Delta V total, stage 1, stage 0. Yeah, there's plenty there. Delta V total 3,000. Yeah, that should be fine. Didn't take quite as much delta V to get here as it did to Dres. So we should have room for a bit of maneuvers. Might even be able to one day do a flyby of Ike, which would be pretty cool. You going any faster? No? How is this one for the technology on it? Oh, look, we've actually got malfunctioning parts here. We're lucky that we brought 2 dishes. It's one of the things I did early on. Wasn't sure we had redundancy, or this thing would be totally stuffed. I think we'd be in real trouble if we didn't have 2 dishes. And the solar panels is perhaps the only weakness. It could easily use up its power far too quickly. This little bit of science I think will be enough to get those extra parts we want. I certainly hope so. Is it coming? Here comes the Juna escape. Slowing down. Juna's pulling on the orbit, tugging it upwards. It's going to come very quickly now. I say like any minute. And here it comes. Now I do want to be a little bit careful. I'm pretty sure that's above the atmosphere. Oh, actually no. What I want to do is warp out to here. Oh, where are we? Yeah, go out to there. And then go prograding. Just give it a little push. I want to get up to like a bit more than that, please. Alright. Down to there. We seriously? No, we haven't got any science at all up here, do we? So we're just going to have to come hurtling and close to Juna and see what we can do. Okay, kill that one. Kill that one. Just go. Just... Oh, the autopilot is being a pain. There we go. Round you come. And signal lost. Oh, you pain. Okay, we should get it back as we fall under the planet, I suspect. And here's all the science. And we can't... Can we keep it? I think we can. Do we have a connection back again? Not quite. It's letting us doing it anyway, which is very generous of it. How am I so good at KSP? I played a lot. Cam, I did. Yeah, I played quite a bit. I did, watch other people's tutorials, which is sort of helpful. And after a while, you just get a bit of a feel for it. Orbital near. Okay, so this is where we're getting all the science we've never had before. And let me. Wow, even more. Let's go pick it all up while we can. Where are you, probe core? Why am I focused weirdly down there? Okay, so probe core. No, where? What? Oh, it's because we don't have any connection, so we'll just have to travel on a little bit more. Come around the bottom. Observations, thank you. More multispectral, I'll take that too. Here we go. Yes, brilliant. So now we're back in business. We have the 6.8 gig of data to send. Just plow that all back to Kerbal headquarters. Yes, all my mods are in the description, by the way. Oh, a new hero. Oh, thank you very much. I think Scott Manley still has me beat in many ways. World first milestone, Orbiter Juno, yay, and stable Orbiter Juno. And we actually have a transmit science from Juno mission, I think, as well. So that's going to go very well. Retrograde. Ahoy there to you too, subscriber. Zip this one down. I want to try for above 100k because I know that it, it complains if you don't. Oh, and this is where I'm going to get a bit sneaky. Which way do I need to tilt my orbit? This way? No. It's actually this way. I'm going to do it live. Tilt the orbit, please. Oh, actually, that won't make a difference. I need to do it here. Stupid. So yeah, that's just orbital mechanics for you. You figure it out. Come in. Bit faster. And almost done. So I don't want to get too extreme, but I do want to be able to gather all the low science that I possibly can. How far is that one falling? I don't want to go too much below that. Leave it at that for now. So are we going to get any more amazing science? I think if we speed up. Wow, look at that. That is pretty. That is, wow, it's almost sort of purpley. I think it's just the evening over Duna, at least from this side of it, right? Oh no, actually, sorry, we're going under the ice cap. That's why we're seeing what we're seeing, which is very exciting. Oh no, don't you start flicking. Oh, you mods. Oh, you mods. They're such a pain. What is that? Why is there... Is that a solar eclipse? I don't think it is. Oh, actually it is. Oh, that is awesome. There is a solar eclipse going on. That is the... I'm sorry that the whole thing's flashing. Somewhere out there is meant to be the sun. And I think this is... Actually, let me just go back to the Space Center and come back, because I think it'd be worth trying to look at. There's actually a solar eclipse of the moon Ike that goes around Juno. And that's really cool. Oh, thank you. Yes, you're all underwater. You've received yourself a cyclone. That's the problem with these visual mods. They can sometimes bug out on you pretty badly. Juno probe. Somewhere in here is Juno probe. Let's fly it. Come in and have a close look at it. And there... Oh, I can't actually see where the sun is. Like, I have a feeling that if I could... Like, where... This is really annoying me. I can't actually figure it out. I'll speed up time a little bit. There it is. So... If I click it, I can't actually see Ike over there. No, I can't see Ike. It was lost. Too dark. It is a very black planet. So we did actually see an eclipse. That was cool. I've never actually seen that before in the game. You can see the big yellow, well, the big shadow spot as well. That was neat. So where are we? High over Juno. Yeah, so we actually do need to come down for this. So this is way too high at this altitude, which is 240k. So I'll come around to this side again. We're going to lose connection. That's okay. Yep. Keep all the science data. and send it when we're next around. Where am I in New Zealand? I am in Wellington. Good old Wellington. And Wellington's so great. A famous New Zealand band made a song about it, if I remember correctly. Come, wait. Oh, we've lost connection. Silly thing. Okay, now we can crunch this orbit in. You're way past your bedtime. All right, then. Night, Mike. Have a good time. And bring it in, bring it down. If you haven't already, do subscribe. If you want to, I don't know, you're in Hamilton. Hamilton, good town. If you want to, did you know actually the Starship Theory? I played Starship Theory on my channel. That developer is from Hamilton. And yeah, if you do want to subscribe to the channel, that's cool. Please do so. And oh, say hello. Hello there, Cam's girlfriend. I hope you're having a good time. And we're not getting any much new science, so what I think we need to do is go back and just let this roll and pull in science for us. What is it saying? Oh, we've got the space science around Juno thing, so that will be very good for all of our cash. Back up 926,000. Excellent. You've been sub for ages. Neat. I'm glad to have you along. So that is just a bit close for my liking. Let's push it out a bit. It says near at 99, so I can see it's near, so we want near science. Near science is good. So that should be fine. Something like that. Yep. Any more science together? Probably that's enough. I think we can probably pretty safely... Oh no, here we go. More science. Okay, fine. Multispectral, fine. This is all very valuable stuff. So I'm going to take just a minute to fix this. I have an F1 fan. What is a... F1 fan? Am I an F1 fan? Absolutely not. As in, I just don't really know anything about F1. My only kind of interest in cars gets to be when they're electric, because I think that's interesting. But that's just, I don't know. I'm just not very much of a car person. I have to pay people to do anything with a car. Did a lot of boat sailing when I was younger, so yacht racing and what have you was more my speed choice. Trying to charge catamarans around the Auckland harbour. And back. Okay, so that is a pretty good store of science. What are we on for science rate? 470. It's kind of not as much as I had hoped, but not too bad. I will take this out back to the Space Center. Formula E. I should actually like Formula E. I should pay attention to it. I actually saw something quite cool the other day, which was a guy down in Christchurch, New Zealand, and he has been building an electric motorbike, and this thing will do... Speed up time and catch this. That thing will do a mass injection, that's fine. That thing was pretty quick, and it's a motorbike, which I thought was really cool, and it sounds like Star Trek when it drives. It's just very, very noisy. In the right kind of whizzy-whirry way. Okay, just stop pausing. Gosh, where are you? Juno probe. Oh, because there's no connection, it won't. Okay, Juno probe. Don't tell me about highlight malfunctions. Don't tell me about battery supply, signal, reliability. Just go. Or actually, you can not tell me about anything. Just go really fast. Let's get all that science in. What keeps stopping it? Oh, we're actually very close to the dual probe. That's going to be a really cool one to land. 55 days. I might take it all the way through. Sorry if this is a bit flashy for any of you out there that don't like that sort of thing. 30 days. F1 cars are hybrid engines now. Yeah, that is kind of cool. Oh, electric washing machine mode. How did that work? That sounds really cool. I mean, I think anyone who can take apart like a bike, engineering like that is really exciting. And the best way to do it is you got to start just trying it. There's too many, you know, I sometimes get involved in sort of recruiting for work, and we often look for technical people. And a lot of technical, you know, you get a lot of engineers and that, they don't necessarily have much experience at anything outside of the classroom. So someone who can actually get their hands dirty. My father used to work on nuclear submarines, and he said that when they had graduate engineers come into Vickers, he wasn't like a graduate engineer type. I'm just going to get rid of all those alerts now. When they had engineers come in, they would give them gumboots and overalls. And what? Oh no, it's weird. What is that? I'm going to have to... It's like 1,000 tiny pieces. Oh, I hope it's not broken. But yeah, when they get graduate engineers, and they'd actually send them gumboots and overalls and send them off for 2 years of actually working with tools and what have you on the ships before they'd let them design them. Okay, Space Center, where are you? It's being strange. What is a pocket bike? Is that like a folded up bike? That's pretty cool. Yeah, so you should check out, if he's interested, he should check out, what is this electric bike company name? If you drop a comment on any of my recent videos, I'll tell you. I haven't got time to find it right now. What is wrong with this? It's gone. What? The Joule Explorer is on an escape trajectory out of the sun. I don't know why it's bugged. That's it's very annoying. Oh look, there's Joule Explorer debris. Oh, Joule Explorer probe? It's just shattered itself. Literally just fell apart. What a pain in the neck. I don't know why it did that. I had it happen to another probe as well, the Moho probe at the start of the stream. Just, I don't know, somehow accessing it caused it to explode. It's been literally flying for like... Yeah, look. It's just... Look at the speed it's doing. I don't know what part of the speed of light that is, but... What? There's the altitude going up. Okay, that's stupid. Never mind, we'll leave that thing alone. I think... Oh no! Kerbal just crashed. Oh, Kerbal, what have you done? It just crashed on me. Sorry, this is black screen time for you guys. Huh. I'll see if I can get it back up. That is very strange. Alright, I'll answer that comment later. I'll probably see where the game's at and see what I can unlock and build, but this is a bit disappointing. I hope I haven't lost a lot of progress. There's only one way to find out. And I don't know why that probe exploded. Odd bug. There must be some mod incompatibility somewhere. Oh, actually that's interesting, Cam. The guy who, the New Zealand guy with his electric bike has said he's broken chains on his motorbike twice. And I think, as you say, it's just from torque. Like, the electric motor just puts in so much power. I imagine he's going to, if he wants to do it seriously, he's going to have to work out some kind of direct, not chain sort of drive system. But it's a conversion, like his motorbike's a conversion. Yeah, your brother would probably be really interested to check that out, because I guess after you've figured out electric bikes, you go, the next one up is big motorbikes. But you can buy electric bicycles, you know, pedal bikes in the shops these days. They're pretty cool. I've heard they're really cool to ride, especially if you're in a really hilly spot. Alright, so Kerbal's coming up. Will my save still exist? I don't know if anyone can remember what year we were on. What does it reckon? Year 5? I think this is okay. I think this is okay. I don't think all the parts are there, but yeah. Wow, Wellington's an absolute pain. I would like to think that I would... Yeah, Hamilton's beautiful to ride around. I would like... Yeah, that thing's shattered. I would like to think that I would be brave enough to drive around or bike around Wellington, but I get distracted driving. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, so I think on a bike I just end up dead. Yeah, Joule Explorer, we've lost control. Yeah, no kidding. So we do have a whole bunch of science though, so we can go up this tech tree and unlock it. 1,000 science. Oh, you terrible thing. can I convert...
Shiver me timbers!
Oh my gosh, shiver me timbers. Hello there, people. Science. 1 science for reputation. Takes 5% of funds. Plus funds. No, I think we... Alright, well, what if we did like a 25% commitment? 1 fund for... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we'll activate that strategy. We want more science. 5% reputation. Takes 5% reputation gains. And I think it'll go up to a 25%. Oh, we can't support more than 1? Okay, we're going to upgrade that. So, yep, we'll do that. And now we should be able to have more. Good. Unpaid research. I want more science in general. Whatever that was, we'll just go okay. And okay, I think we do actually have enough to do our building. Do I have a Discord? I have a Discord, but it's for patrons, just because otherwise I would spend all time chatting. There's not that many Patreons, so I can afford it to, afford my time. What is the experiment? No. Oh, we called it something else. We called it Stu's Party Boat. Experimental part. What was the experimental part? Oh, it was it's a stack thing. Never mind. So, this is a bit more like it. We do actually have some parts now, including the part that I want, the planetary habitat. Watch this. Blop. That is going to be... That's going to be amazing. That's going to be the part... So, oh, actually, do we want that there? Yes, maybe. Maybe. Actually, I do. I'm thinking. Okay, get rid of that. So I've just undone. So we will. I think what we will do. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So I figured it out. So what I want is the 4-way or 6-way connectors after. Yeah, after that, like that. That one's going to sit. Come here. Sit there. And then what we want is a... Where are you? Flexible corridor can just go anywhere? No. We actually want the docking piece, which is, I think, all going to be under the Planetary Specifics thing. You've betrayed me. I am not better than that. I have Discord. Ah, yeah, I know. It's just otherwise I would. I mean, there's not really anything significant that I do on there. So, planetary adapter, legs. Yes, we do actually want one of those at this end. So that's going to allow us a spot to place legs, like this. Oh, okay, well, just be a pain then. Okay, let's get the... Maybe if we get the legs from here, like this. Cool. No. Like that. And retract. Alright. I always get the rotations wrong. Is that about the same? Yes, about the same. Okay, so that is that looking okay. The center of mass for this is probably going to be, I think it actually is going to be about there. So I'm going to clip that on because we're going to land it using this sky crane here, in theory. I'm really big in theory there. I hope we can. The next part, especially because we're going to have a pilot in it or a crew member in it, so the next part is, where is my docking adapter? This part will drive me batty. So, actually this thing will need a... Aha! There you are. Boink. So that should mean... Is it the right way around? That's the right way around. That could have gone really wrong. So, yes, that's perfect. So that's that. Here, I actually want this to be a little bit docking-y. So we've got the habitat, the cupola, planetary command module I don't think I need. The service bay and what have you is what's going to end up going like sideways, but I will need a slight corridor for that. And I'm not seeing one here, which is bugging me a little bit, to be perfectly frank. Where are you, small tubes? I mean, like, okay, so if I took this, like, you know, it will do that, but I don't know, that looks a bit weird. And also, command module, no. Those are containers systems, which we will use. Those are small fuel tanks. How much does that take? Look, that is 300. I need 5,000 on the surface. A large fuel tank, that is like maybe a couple of thousand. Again, that is massive. So, what we want to do is take a copy of that, put it there, rip this part off. Actually, we don't even necessarily need that part. What I want is I'm going to drop service modules on there as well. So let me just have a look at what the service modules, or where they're going to go. So actually we do want the 4-way. So I do actually want that. I want to throw that away. Okay, so I hope you're keeping up with this. We need 2 of those. Down here, it's not all the same length, which is a bit concerning. 1 connection up here, and that there. Throw that away. And this is, could we could probably space this out a little bit. So I'm looking for a midsection. Yeah, that's probably better. Whew. Yeah, it could be cam, but then I have to moderate it and look after it, and that's actually a bit long. And I don't want to. I'm fiddly like that. I'm difficult. I know. And gosh, the thing that I'm looking for is not there, which is like a small tube. It might be under structural. No, inline clampetron, life support, planetary deep freeze. So a food container large is probably just a common sense thing to bring. So I can put that in. I think we got a ton of batteries up there. Oxygen container big. Which way around is that? So okay, oxygen, food, and do we have any processes? Life support recycler. It uses CO2 and hydrogen to generate water. Air filter. No, what is it doing? It gathers, there's no oxygen up there to gather. Carbon dioxide container. I think that will be helpful. And this one is a nitrogen container, probably also just generally a good idea. I think we got that working. So this is the service module, which will have a life support containers for food, supplies, water. Actually, you know what? We'll take that out and put that in. So that is going to be food and water. Oh, the last thing I need is more betards in the world, young man. So, CO2, life support recycler, CO2 and hydrogen to generate water. Okay, well, we can try that. And waste container. Okay, I think a waste container is probably not a bad idea. So I don't know what this looks like for a one-person. We need an engineer. Lander can. Oh, I can actually put them in the habitat as well. No, I'll put them in the lander can. It's a bit safer. So let me have a look at this. So electrical charge, perpetual, or alternately 3 hours. Food, 245 days. Water, 245 days. Oxygen, 2 years. Nitrogen, 22 years. Okay, that's good to know. Former BTARD is probably a little bit more acceptable. Just teasing. We'll put a big solar panel on the roof of this one. Maybe two. Actually just one, because it's going to be very close to the other system. So what actually I will do is let's put a Clampatron docking port on the side here. So get it neat. Ah, come here. So that will work. I mean, it's just going to be... Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so that in theory is the bulk of the system that we want to send up. The challenge is, will this, so bicoupler, like that, will this work, and how heavy is it right now? 20 tons. So this will go up and down fine. The main thing I'm actually concerned about with this right now is that it won't won't necessarily have enough fuel to go up and down. What are you doing? Lying to me? Give me a three-way, so to speak. So what delta V does this have? Let's have a look at Kerbal Engineer. So this thing has 690 meters a second. Oh, 1400 like that. 690 is nowhere near enough. I'll be perfectly frank. We need another whole bunch of fuel, or we're not going to have a fun day. We're going to get stuck. So we'll move this down. So Minmus base already has 900. That's probably a bit better. 1100. It's not too bad. Take that off. 2000. Okay. Well, what I plan to do. Oh, actually, you've just reminded me of a very important point, and that is that I need to put this here, and maybe I'll put. No, not 3. Silly game. Put 1 there. What I need to do is the center of mass for this is probably going to be about there. Do I want to clip it right there? Maybe we'll just use one of those. Yeah. So what I want to do is I'm going to move it down a little bit. Come here. So stop trying to clip. Oh, really? You're gonna just... I think we'll be okay like that. We'll try. So what I kind of want to do is to deliver the system using this guy here. So you see you got this docking port here. We're going to detach, decouple, well, drive this thing around, connect on, and then land these individually. And actually what this needs here is a leg support strut at the end. So otherwise it's going to just fall over into the ground. So where are you? Structural piece, not... Oh, docking port. Yes, it will need a docking port in theory. No, go away. This one. Okay, got docking ports. Will I put a leg on it? Okay. It's a bit messy. Rotate. No. Okay, I think actually what I need is the correct part. Where are you, correct part? Not the garage structure part. Storage container end. No. Planetary adapter is what I'm after. Oh, it's going to be a bit... That's a bit long. Docking port. So that is kind of what I'm after. Which might mean I get to put a little bit more on the other end. And one on the side. So I don't actually have the correct legs yet for this mod. Okay, that's ugly, but it works. So, do I extend that slightly? I mean, I could put the little cupola on the end because it's pretty. Ah, there we go. I mean, that is actually quite pretty. So that would put that there and that there. And now the center of mass, I think that does. I think, is it landable like that? It probably is. It probably is fine, but I might just be a bit more careful. If we put that there, we'll create a node for this to clip into. There we go. Now it seems like it would be heavier this end because of all this stuff. This, well, I think it'll be okay. Oh, sorry, I'm just kicking the chair here. I want to put the shielding up 1.6. That's fine. Do we want to make sure everything is good? I think this is going to be okay like that. This is still... which is the... that's the pocket one. That's the long one. Okay. Do we have a slightly better one? No, it'll clip through. And we'll just strut this thing down heavily. Oh, maybe not right there. Something like that? Yep, that'll do. I think this will work. I am mildly confident this will work. It's a really massive stack, but what is it now? 30 tons. Wow. After the last landing. Oh, yeah, don't even get me started. That was horrendous. So... do we even have the capacity to shift this into orbit? 30 tons is massive. So is this our... this is our big launcher. And... oh, it's not really quite enough. Actually, give me the aerodynamic-y parts where I... shell. Payload, fairing. No, 3.75 meters? No, we don't even have the 3.75 engines yet. 5 meters? No. 2.5. We'll be fine. So let's try and wrap this up and see what happens. Okay, come up. Are you happy, game? Why aren't you happy? Just... okay. Now make it wider. There we go. Yep. Okay, just... no. Up. God. Oh, the fairing system. Just cover the whole thing in fairings, please, game. Alright, mouse wheel. Why won't you even... are we too high up? Oh gosh, okay, so okay, we'll just leave that for now. Plug. Alright, right. Okay, we'll do it this way. Move the whole system down. I think we've just banged into the ceiling, basically. Wow, that is totally nuts. I don't know if this thing's going to fly properly at all. It might be a little ambitious to build such a big vehicle based on what the shape is we've got so far to work with. Yep. No, you don't like it? What about going out a bit? Yep. Up. And... oh dear. Okay. Wow, look at that thing. That is totally insane. That's even pretty insane for me. So what we can do is, I think, put maybe another big fuel tank on this one. What are we looking at here now? So stage 5 has got barely enough delta V, so put those together. A whole bunch of parachutes fire. Oh, I'm glad someone thinks so, because I certainly do not at this stage think that I have this. Probably with another one of these. If I take these off and go for a 3 or 4, I mean, I think that will do it. Let's just see, is that... It's looking okay. One of the... Whoa, actually not... I don't know if that's much better. So ton. So stage 6 is that. That should be okay, except I'm really worried about center of mass. Oh, center of mass is at the back. That's okay. Even without the other stuff at the front, I hope it's at the back. Could still be... Well, if worst comes to worst, we can just emergency eject our chap at the top here and we'll be okay. So, actions. I'm just actually going to do an abort action of, decouple, and that will at least get me control of the right bits that I want rather than having to fiddle with it while it's flying through the air. So that isn't too extreme, except this part here needs a ton more parachutes if we plan to recover them, because the stage recovery hates the number of chutes on it right now. It'll probably still complain. What is wrong with these guys? Tank's empty. Tank's full. Tank's empty. What? What? Those things are... he's just lying to me, I think. Stage recovery. I might put a few more on just for good measure, though. No. Not those. Okay, so... And maybe, like, a few more. Oh, gosh, it's covered in parachutes. So one thing I will do, though, is I'll put on some little Sepratron motors, because... we'll need to make absolutely sure that these rockets all peel away from the craft properly. So let's do that. Yep. So those Separatrons will fire when the stage splits off, which is there. And there. And these here need to have... Why are all your parachutes down here? I'm going to have to check that as well, because there's parachutes all over the show. So these come down here. The biggest concern is that get out of here. The biggest concern is that we've got parachutes. Oh, we do. Come up here. And here. Just casting my eye. Okay. How many Kerbals will go there? We have got one. One for now, which is an engineer, and actually that's a very, very good point. He needs some inventory, seat 0 inventory, and what he needs is some tools. Otherwise he's going to have he needs a wrench, and he needs a screwdriver, and I'm going to say let's have a connector port or two and a portable strut or two. Oh, actually, can I stack these? Cool. 3, 4, and 2. Got the screwdriver. Cool. Fuel canister, a ground pylon. I had another one of those, and I think that will be enough. And now I think, well, there's only one thing left to do. What I actually will do, you know what? I'm actually going to give this job to Jeb. Mick Jeb's going to take this one up, because I'm terrified of really messing it up. And could I stick a bit of science on here? Probably could. And actually, one of the things I've realized is, before we go any further, we are going to need some legs for this thing as well, which means I think throwing away that. How many gaps have we got? We have got 4. Okay, so put that in. Retract. Oh, is that going to bump into the vessels below? It might do, so we need to put them up a bit higher. Okay, this thing is utterly a ridiculous abomination. I think we'll leave off the other parts for now. Have I got the Kerbal Engineer? I do actually, and actually you're correct that I haven't put it on the vehicle, which would be a good idea because I like it. I actually check it more than I check other pieces of like a MechJib or something. Kerbal Engineer is just more simple and straightforward to gather the information I want. Science, other data, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not even sure this will get off the floor. Can we even launch it? Are we allowed to launch it this big? Oh god, we are. Okay, game, don't crash on me or anything. Okay. Oh no! What? Okay. What just happened? Do I have to go? Yeah, I have a feeling a whole bunch of physics happened and it didn't like what it physicked. It feels like it broke here. Like, but I'm not sure. No? Is this just too ambitious? I actually need to... I need to save this go out to daytime so we can see. Save and continue. That's very strange. What was it doing? It was doing the big physics wind-up. Yeah, Dual Explorer. I know, that's going to constantly bother me now, isn't it? I'm going to have to clear all the debris. Because Dual Explorer is just tiny 100 shard pieces everywhere. Alright, get in the middle of the day a bit. Okay, so Stu's party boat. Fly it. Come on, this doesn't feel right. Okay. What is it doing? Did you guys see that as well? There was a spark. If I tell it to just engage the autopilot, will it explode? Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, only one way to find out. It has to blow my eardrums out. Physics is slow. Oh, we've got no command wheel on this at all, except for what exists in the shuttle or in the lander parts, which there are some. Casting a shadow over the space center. This might actually work. I can't afford to speed up time though. Is it stable enough to take that? It's not too bad. MechJib has it under control by the limit angle of attack. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Gravity turn. I might have gone for a steeper... Maybe I might have gone for a steeper thing, but that's okay. What? We're bringing two people with us? Oh, fair enough. You two are both very brave. Or best just decided to come along for the ride. And we haven't got... an engineer. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to revert that. Oh, what a pain. There's no point in taking the scientist up or the pilot. I need the engineer so that I can do the repairs is what I'm looking for. I don't know why you guys don't sort of think about that. Okay. Let me seat 0 inventory. Did you take the inventory out? No, you've got that. Good. These guys wouldn't be able to do that, so back to that. Save, launch. Let's do it again. What a pain. Science. I don't know. I'm tempted to see if I can get the colony built. If I can get the colony built, I'll bring out the rest of the parts that I need to get it running, like chemical processor. And with that, I'll bring out the science. I can bring out basically a smaller one. Wow, that's a bit worrying. I can bring out a smaller one which has like a survey module in it. Not survey, like a services module, what I'm calling services module. Like fuel and other bits. No, it's just Willem. And... oh, you're wobbling. I think actually, I wonder if one of the struts blew. Can't tell. No, can't tell at all. Alright, we're just going to be patient now. Actually, one of the biggest fears I have is that it won't get up high enough before the fuel stacks here are done, and we'll be left with a very heavy stack that isn't suitable to get us into orbit. I mean, if it's a quite low thrust-to-weight ratio in space, that's one thing, but in atmosphere, that's pretty much dooms you. I'm not sure Kerbal Space Program will know how to handle that very well. That being said, we're 11k up and it's not doing too extreme. There's a good chance we'll hit like a kind of optimum attitude or altitude before we ditch these 4 boosters, and then we'll be able to coast up and circularize and all of that, so fingers crossed. I wouldn't mind not overheating a little bit. Oh. What I don't want to do is go so fast. If you leave McJib on, it goes super fast, and when I drop the parachutes, or drop these, it tells me that all parachutes got burned off from going too fast. So I don't want to do that too much. Oh well, fine. Just keep going super fast then. See if I care. I don't know. I don't think that, I have a feeling this isn't going to get to orbit, you know. Really a bit concerned about that. I think we need to have a taller booster stack. Here comes the decouple. Off go the... that looks pretty at least. This is the part I'm worried we're going to... oh, they seem to be fine. Gravity turning still. I don't need to limit Q anymore, I don't think. And that's going up. That's still going up. We're pointed at the horizon, but still with a good pile of vertical velocity, so... and now that we're burning through the fuel, the thrust-to-weight ratio will go up. So this might actually work. This would be pretty impressive. I'd be very surprised if it did, but it might actually work. And it seems to have enough reaction wheel control due to the base components inside it, which are all contributing. So you may actually survive the day, Willan. I'm hoping you will. 80k, that's plenty of fuel to circularize. Yeah, that's absolutely 2000. That should be more than enough, and also to push us. Actually, it's got to push us all the way to Minmus and get us in orbit, and I didn't calculate that at all. That's going to be interesting. It needs at least 900 delta V to get us out to Minmus, so that's where I'm a bit nervous. We'll see. If all else fails, we'll be able to leave it in orbit and then bring out a vessel to dock and refuel and stuff like that. Because those engines on the front here of our probe will work even if the rest of it is like, you know, if we have to throw away this, that's fine. We can just tug it out with our tug, get it into orbit. Might use too much fuel, but we'll see. Might be able to get part of the system down, and then we can leave the rest of it up there to come back to later. Actually, I wonder if I'd been really smart, I would have put antennas on the rest of the system and probes, so that if I end up with any element of this, oscillating weirdly, yeah, actually, that's going to be a concern. I might actually have to launch kind of 2 of these. One with a services bay component that I've got figured out, and or the rest of the services, so that I can have someone in orbit at all times docked to like a mini station basically, and then we'll run shuttle up and down until all the pieces are ready to go down. But that won't be today at this rate. So what does it need? 400 meters a second to circularize, which is good. That gives us another 1500 or something to get out to Minmus, which from memory it's about 900 to get out, and another few hundred. So it should be okay. We might be able to circularize with this big stage. The fun of orbital mechanics. Oh, what are we getting here? Messages? Oh, recovered stages. Good. I'll take all the money I can. $9,000 recovered. That's, you know, it's almost 40,000 Kerbal bucks recovered from stage recovery. Thank you. And done. Beautifully done. Good job. And we do want to deploy this in a second to get our power. Alright, are you happy? You're happy, I think. So let's deploy. And where is the solar panel? There is one. We don't have any others on here. Oh, we have these ones up here, so we'll deploy those. Should have put a button out, but never mind. We also want to make sure this thing has enough fuel to be a lifeboat as well, which it may need to be at some point. So, Minimus is the target. And pondering. Probably about there-ish. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, not that much. And anything? What, you don't even want to talk about a connection? Oh, wow, we're not going out far enough, are we? So, nothing? I hate it when it does this. I need to figure out a better way. Well, part of the problem is we're well over Minimus's orbit because of its inclination. So, do we push it down or something? No, this way. This is going to be annoying. I can tell. Oh, here we go. So we would actually see something out here, so I'm just going to adjust it with this planner, so come on, orbital planning tool. Well, that's where it meets at the ascending descending node. Oh, we have an encounter with the moon and then be burned out to here. It's not going to be good enough. Curve and escape. It's not what we're looking for, though. So if it's around there and we're there, what if we cut the... I'm in missing 18 days. That's a bit ridiculous, really. We don't want to be spending that much time in space, is the problem. So... see, it's actually kind of interesting. We're getting like a free boost off that. That's kind of cool. And it looks like I'm the only participant in the stream right now, so it's probably a good time for me to go to bed because it's getting quite late, 11:30. Haven't been able to complete the actual plans to go to Minimus today, which is a bit of a shame. But that is how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I think I will do that on some other occasion, probably the next time we meet. I'm confident... Oh, you're still there. Oh, hey there, silly. Oh, actually, look, that's actually an encounter. What kind of encounter is that? So, I just don't want to be spending that much time. Got to be a bit careful about how much time we spend in space with this mod. Why are you being a pain, game? It's not... how much is that? 32... wait, no. Periapsis... 15 days? I don't think that's too extreme. Feels a bit weird coming in like that, right? Why don't we just rotate it round so we no, put a bit more power in and rotate. If we drop the power, we're going slower, so we can pull it back a little. 15 days. I think 15 days is probably a good one to aim for, and that would get us very high over it, which we could possibly adjust with... No, not that way. 0. What would that do for it? 6, 7. No, let's try negatives. 1000. No, you know what? It's going to have to be that. That looks like the one it wants. So let us set up that in case the game forgets, and then I'm probably going to go to bed. I'm very sorry if you were watching and hoping to see the colony work out. That's just sometimes not what happens, right? Such is the nature of streams and unpredictable events. So let me get this round to here. 2, 1. Alright, so... Oh wow, this thing is... Is this thing even moving? Oh gosh. It is. Oh man, that is slow. We'll speed up physics a little bit. Yeah, it'll be great. We can actually complete what I was going to talk about. We did explore some other worlds though, except for the dual probe. So it's good to do a couple of flybys. Next stream, probably a few days, I'm thinking. Kind of depends. I'll try and put out at least a couple of days notice on the channel. So, come on, come to me, come to me. Come to me. Oh, it's so heavy. It's got no reaction control at all. So let's get this burn done, make sure the orbital insertion is going to go right, or at least it'll line up in 18 days, and then let's leave them to it, and hopefully Orbas will be fine. He might meet some radiation on the way, but I'm hoping that he has enough protection. So let's go to this and just keep it on the dime. Oh, look at that! Sun's coming up. This is a good omen, Willem. You're going to be fine. Trust me. Have I ever lied to you before? A little bit more. And a little bit more. 30, 20, and bop. We'll see what that looks like. So, oh, you need a bit more. Okay, that's fine. You trolls. Okay, I couldn't tell if that was 9 meters a second or what that was. There. Oh, perfect. Just a little tap. So the periapsis there will be 10 days and then 15 days. Okay, we'll make a little orbital adjustment in the next stream. We'll make a little mid-burn correction or mid-flight correction when we get out a little bit. That shouldn't be too expensive. So we have got, in this stage, 800 meters a second. I'm just going to check my diagram. Circularizing around Minimus is about 160 meters a second, it reckons, maybe? Something like that. Yeah, and that, okay, I think that's going to be fine. I think we should be able to easily make it out to Minimus circularize with this stage, leaving all the fuel that we need. We only need 180 to go up and down off the surface, so we should easily be able to do those trips. And for that, I think we need to wait until... What on earth is that? What is that? Oh, I don't think I should click that. That's the shroud, I think. Yeah, I think we will do all of that in the next stream. I hope you'll join me. Until then, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching. Good night. I'll hang around and chat for a couple of minutes, and then I'll be gone. See you later.